Hello everyone, I'm Lubomira and thank you for joining me. If you're visiting for the first time, welcome to my channel, and if you're returning, it's great to have you back. If you enjoy my videos and would like to see more of them, remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. By selecting that little bell, you'll get notified every time I post a new video, so you never miss out on any of the crafty goodness. It's been a while since I shared something new with you, but that hasn't stopped our little circle of friends from growing. We just had our 200th friend join us, something I am so grateful and excited for, and I do hope you enjoy the time we spend together on my channel. Now, where have I been? Well, it's been a rough winter for me, and I've had a few health setbacks. Last summer, I was in a car accident with my husband and brother, and I injured my back and shoulder a bit. It wasn't a serious accident with fatalities, thank goodness, but we were banged up a bit. Unfortunately, the back issues flared up right around the holidays, and it was just increasingly uncomfortable to sit or stand for longer periods of time, which inevitably affected my crafting time. Just as I was recovering from that, I was hit with COVID, and that seemed to take forever to run its course. So now I'm back and happy to be with you and ready to share some crafty ideas. Anyway, in all my time off, I was able to watch a lot of other creators' videos, and that got me to thinking about how do they plan their creations. Are there steps they take before they sit down to make something? Do they just grab supplies and create? I wanted to share my process of creating something, how I plan things, how I use the Cricut in the process, and finally arrive at a finished card. So stick around and let's get into it. I tend to sketch ideas out first in a notebook. Sometimes they are plans for specific supplies, while others are just generic blueprints. I do this for both small and big projects, and it comes in handy especially when I have a block. By flipping through my sketches, I can take off the pressure to create something new because I already have a blueprint in place. It also helps me in stretching my usage of supplies because it allows me to see a stamp in different ways. The process I'm sharing with you today was specifically for the newest Lawn Fawn release and the Berry Special stamp set. This is such a cute stamp set. I love all the small stamps, especially the cupcake, and I wanted to work with that stamp specifically. So first I sketch out a rough idea of a card with some notes and a general idea of what I want it to look like. I'm not focusing on dimension at this point. Next, I measure my supplies, specifically the dies and stamps I'm using. I do this because I custom foil sentiments using my Cricut, and I need to know how large or small to make the fonts. Once I'm in the program, I can plug in the measurements to create shapes that represent my stamps and dies, creating a digital layout of the card, and finally making the sentiment when I'm done. I really like the sentiments included in the set. However, I wanted a daintier look for the project. I designed it in Cricut Design Space using a font layout I've done in the past with the fonts Telegram Type and Alyssa Stencil. done with that, I work on the individual elements. I stamp my images and color them. For the colors and all supplies I used, please see the description below. This time I'm only partial coloring because I'll be using other media to give the image a little dimension. I colored the bottom of the cupcake and the stem of the strawberry, leaving the rest white. Here comes the fun part. Instead of coloring the frosting, I use liquid pearls to give the appearance of fluffy frosting and then add some glitter to resemble sugar sprinkles. Lastly, I use a heart-shaped gem to fill in the body of the strawberry. I think these came out absolutely precious. Once my cupcakes have time to dry, I gather my other supplies, the foiled sentiment, a scalloped frame die, a quilted cover die, and some cardstock. I die cut the cardstock off camera and then assemble the card using foam tape and glue. When putting the scalloped frame onto my card, I made sure to secure the inner seam with foam tape so that the middle remained attached. I kept the card simple and didn't add any other embellishments, letting the cupcakes take center stage. So what do you think? Do you love this card as much as I do? And what about your creative process? Do you have any special ways to plan your projects? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun sharing it with you. Please remember to like and subscribe. Join me next time for another creation. Take care. Bye.